Hey guys! So I know it's been a super duper long time as per usual, but a lot has been going on. We had some really fun spring break action going on with me and my mom. We went down to Corpus and spent pretty much half the week there. Super duper fun. We got to see the aquarium. I got to see a lot of dolphins, and I got to take some graduation pictures there. And did I mention that I graduated college a couple weeks ago? I know I didn't, because anyway, so yeah, I graduated college a couple of weeks ago. It was super duper fun. The ceremony was like only an hour long. I graduated with a Bachelor's of Fine Arts in Psychology, and then I'm going to teach for a couple of years and then get my master's so I can become a counselor. But I might teach more throughout my life and then counsel when I kind of get a little burnout from teaching, because I still want to work with children. That's kind of why I pursued psychology, so you can understand how their brains work and how the development stuff happens, so that way you can give them the best possible education for them, and as well as take care of their emotional well-being, because that's super important in case people didn't know. But no, spring break was really fun. Going back to that, we went to the beach a couple of days, and then we stayed in this really nice condo, and we got to see the Lexington, and like I was mentioning, the aquarium. I got a really awesome graduation picture with the dolphins, except my mom's wallet got stolen as a result because we weren't paying attention. Oops. But we were there for at least an hour trying to get the perfect picture, and then whenever the opportunity would arise, this kid would walk in front of us every time. So finally my mom yelled, "Don't walk in front of my camera, I'm trying to take a picture, come on!" And I don't know, and it worked. But so that was really, really fun. Ooh. Okay, note to self, don't wear this lipstick out on a date. Anyway, but no, my final semester in college was kind of a blur. I was exhausted. You know, when you get senioritis in high school, it's like 10 times worse in college. So, because nobody's forcing you to go to school, so it's your choice whether or not you go to class. And I'm not proud to say that I didn't end up missing a lot of classes between my last semester and then the fall semester. But I was sick a lot in the fall, like a lot. I missed a lot of work, a lot of classes, a lot of school stuff. So that's kind of why I didn't do so great. But I only had one C this semester, which is kind of a normal for me. But it was in a class with a professor that did not post their notes online, and if you missed the class, you either had to make buddy-buddy with somebody, and she was a very hard grader. She only had 2 exams, her final and then a midterm, and they were super hard. Like, you had to know every word from the book, every word from her lecture, and every word from any outside activities that we did. And if you were missing a bunch of notes, you missed a lot of questions on the test. So I didn't do so great on the first one, but I ended up making like a 90 on the final. But I still made a C in the class, somehow. Anyway, I made mostly A's after that, which is awesome. Which is what I highly recommend doing, is saving most of your easy degree-focused classes for your last year as a senior, so you're not struggling, you know, your last year. You don't mess up that chance for you to actually not only participate in graduation, but actually graduate with your degree the semester that you want. So, I mean, of course there's going to be some classes that you can only take as a senior that are like, you have to have 24 credit hours of this class or these like subject classes in order to take this class. Like, that's fine, but just save some easy credit classes and extracurricular classes for your last year as a senior. It'll be so much easier. You won't be under so much stress. Like, I took a family child development sexuality class, and oh my gosh, that was my favorite class. It was so much fun. I mean, it's a sexuality class, so we talked about sex, we talked about, you know, the genitals. We talked a lot about like BDSM and sexual violence, and then we talked about gender orientation, gender roles. We talked about everything that had to do with either like sexual reproduction or just a sexual self, etc. It was just, I highly recommend that class. it still hasn't really hit me that I'm done. I don't think it really will until the fall, and it's still May. So I was fortunate enough to be blessed with friends that stuck with me throughout the majority of my college career. When I was a resident assistant in RA, a lot of my residents became my squad, is what I call them. We became best friends. My friend Michaela, she came down for graduation and she decorated my whole apartment. I don't think I have pictures of that, which I'm sad. I kind of lived in the moment instead of videotaping and taking pictures and stuff. So that's why there's not a whole lot of footage for that. But she decorated my apartment and she got me, she's like, what do you want for graduation? I said, I want to go to Disney. And she's like, well, I got you Six Flags season passes instead. It's basically the Disney of Texas if you live here or have ever been to a Six Flags before. But so we went to Six Flags the next day, and we were like from open to close is when we were there. And then my friend Esmeralda went to graduation as well. Clarice, she couldn't make it, unfortunately, but we did all go out to dinner Friday night, and they got me a bunch of stuff. I wish I would have brought it here. I'm actually currently at my mom's house. We had to move again. So this is her new kitchen. So I don't have any of the stuff that they gave me, but they gave me, I do have the Tigger. Wait, hold on. I brought the Tigger home because Tigger is my favorite. So they got me this little baby Tigger. Oh, his tag's showing. But it's a little baby Tigger. And I would kiss it, but as we've stated before, the lipstick tends to come off. But a little baby Tigger, and then I got one of those little baby chibi goofies. Like, it's not the Tsum Tsums or Tsum Tsums, however you say it, but it's like a little chibi baby goofy, and it's like a pastel version, and he smells like apple blossoms. Excuse me. And they got me a pack of glitter markers, and then they got me it's a metal, it's like, you know, like the kind of oval shaped metal, like metal holders that are really cute. It's white and it says something on the front, I can't remember, but it's got like slots, and they're like, you can put your pencils in it, one, and color pencils another, pens, you know, for my desk. And they got me these really cute kitty cat bookmarks that that clips on the page like this, and then there's magnets down here, so it like clips onto the page. And I thought I could like glue a magnet to the back side of it, so that way I can put like no name papers or whatever up on my board with them, and it'd be really cute. And they got me a little shell. I meant to wear it today. I don't think I brought it with me here, but it kind of reminded me of Ariel, and that's what they said that they got it for. But it's a little shell, gold shell, on a necklace. And my favorite thing that they got me was this giant box, and it's your own. You know how I collect Disney pins, or you might have seen some in my videos behind me or something. I don't know. But it's a Disney pin making kit. So they have like these little metal, well, it's not metal, but it's plastic that looks like metal. Different kinds of pins, and then there's paint, and then you paint them yourself, and then they have like the pin backing that you stick to it, and it's your own little pin. And I was like in tears. I was so excited. Like, the first thing I did when I got home was tear into that thing, and I painted 2 of them. I'll show you them in another video. You might see me wearing them. I've only painted like 2 or 3 because they're so small, and it's really like, they told me to use a toothpick, and even that is a struggle. I'll figure something out. But that was really awesome. And I was supposed to go to Colorado next year. Like, that was my plan, to get into this teaching program that I got in there, and things kind of went south. I got accepted after all the interview process and stuff, and then whenever like the actual financial aid part came in, there was just complete silence. Nobody returned my phone calls, nobody answered my emails, and I couldn't apply for the FAFSA. So without FAFSA, I can't afford it. It's a $37,000 program for the 2 years, plus having to move from Texas to Colorado, and then having to pay rent. And rent in Colorado, Denver specifically, is pretty expensive. It's about $1,200 for a 1-bedroom, because we all know that I don't do well with other people in living situations, unless you're like probably my friend Michaela, because we're very honest with each other. If we don't like what somebody else is doing, we'll straight up tell them, and then we also know that we mean it in love, so we won't get like butthurt about it. But So that fell through. But something will happen, you know. As you know, I do believe in God. I'm very religious, so I believe that I'm still meant to be here. Like, He still has something planned for me here, and if it's time for me to go somewhere else outside of Texas, then it'll be, you know, my time. Everything was just kind of fighting me on this, and that's kind of when I knew that maybe God doesn't want me to leave yet. So I'm staying where I'm staying. I'm trying to find an apartment outside of my town. Anyway, but I think overall, I just kind of want to share with y'all that when graduation comes for you, no matter how long it takes for you to get there, it's a really huge accomplishment. It is. And it should be a very happy time. Don't let outside factors stress you out. I was in a really weird situation for my graduation. Like, everybody was, you know, most people were there because they loved me and they were very proud of me. But I did have some people outside of my close circle of family and friends that were giving me a really hard time. And they were trying to ruin my mood. Don't let people that don't matter in your life control the way you feel. Whether it's graduation, your wedding, or whatever you find to be one of the best accomplishments, happy, whatever, don't let outside factors ruin the happiness and the joy that you feel. My dad was there, my mom was there, and to me, that's kind of all that matters. You know, my parents being there, that's all I wanted. You know, the people that raised me and were there for me. I'm trying really hard not to cry. It's just really an emotional time, you know. They raised me, and they made me who I am today. And if I didn't want Disney on my graduation cap, I probably would have written, like, "Thanks, Mom and Dad" or something on my cap. But I didn't. I chose Disney. Here's a picture of it right here. But enjoy the moment. Don't worry about taking selfies or Snapchats or whatever. If you feel like that's a part of your happiness, do it. I lived in the moment, and truthfully, I only really remember jumping in the river, which you will see at the end of this video. I am wearing shorts under my dress, so it's not underwear, because when you see it, my dress kind of comes up a little bit, but it's shorts, don't worry. But I just remember feeling joy. I don't remember walking and hearing I don't remember all that. I just remember jumping in the river and then getting to go eat with my dad's family, and then getting to go eat with my mom's family, and then going to Six Flags. Like, it's been a long 4 years. But remember that in the end, all the drama, all the pain, all the late nights that you stayed up studying, or the all-nighters, the bad grades, none of it really matters. Just you go your whole school career being a number. Grades are important. I must make an A. I must pass this class. Now, in college, you do have to pass in order to go into the next class, but once you've gotten your career and you're in your career, the grades don't matter. So don't worry so much about trying to make a perfect GPA in college as much as going out and enjoying time with your friends and actually having memories that you can share with your family and kids as you get older. That's something that I kind of regret my first 2 years, is I was so focused on school and getting good grades that I ended up burning out in the friend department. But just enjoy it. Enjoy your graduation. Do great things. And be there for yourself, because nobody else is going to. All right? This is a long video. It's about 16 minutes long. So I'm going to go ahead and leave here. Now that I'm not a student anymore and I don't have all that extra stress, I should be posting more videos. But we all know I say that every time. So let's see if it actually happens. Anyway, till next time. Bye.
Atta girl, let's go!
Yay!
Like what you see? Click on the left to subscribe to my channel, and click on the right to see more videos. I'll see you guys in the next video.